What's up, guys? This is Mark from Destiny, and as you can see from the title, this video is going to be about dealing with um, out of stocks and price increases. All right, it's a topic I covered before. I had a couple extra questions, so I figured I'll go a little bit a little bit detailed in how to. So for the guys who are not drop shipping yet, um, so we drop ship from like it's retail arbitrage, right? So we drop ship from other retailers. So we usually use software to track if prices go up or down and if the item goes out of stock. And that would basically change your eBay price to suit as well as take it out of stock if this item is out of stock, right? So that's to put things into perspective. Even with software, you're still gonna have situations where an item will sell when it's out of stock or item will sell when the price is too high. And that's because the prices and out of stocks are checked in intervals, whether it's an hour, 4 hours, and that type of thing. And and sometimes, especially if you have items that like sell regularly, like everyone at DSG, the items chances I will sell when it goes out of stock sometimes. And but the thing is, you have to understand that this isn't going to kill your business, so don't freak out. And it's a competition, and everyone else drop shipping has the same problems. It's just a matter of you reacting quickly enough and putting things into place to take care of the problem. All businesses have problems. This is just one of them. All drop shippers have it. We just need to take care of it. So there are two things when an item goes out of stock and sells. There are two things you could do. You could offer a similar item. So let's say you have a desk, like a black desk from Walmart, and you sell it for $70, and it sells in out of stock. And Walmart has a white desk for the same price. One thing you could do is offer that item the other color at a discount, 5%, 10% discount, nothing crazy. If they don't accept it, you could offer the cancel the item, right? But when canceling, and I'll explain after, because you don't want to tell the guys the item is out of stock. Um, but we'll get to that in a second. So there are two, you could either offer them a similar item or cancel the other. Secondly, the action plan for if the price raises and it sells. So let's say an item, again, the desk, it sells and you were buying it from Walmart at 49 bucks. You sell it for 70, but the price went up to 65 and it still sold for 70, and you will lose about $3 or $4, right? You have two choices. Take the loss, ship them the stuff at the higher price, or cancel the order. Now let me talk a little bit about taking the loss, because I've seen a lot of people. I've seen one person in particular who I trained a person. I'm not going to call her name. Um, when something like that happens, just okay, it's just easy. Let me just ship them the item. Blah blah blah. You have to. That could work. That helps keep the momentum up with sales, but it has to be done reasonably. For example, if I'm making $1,000 a month and the loss is $5, I'll take the loss. If I'm making $1,000 a month and the loss is $10, I might take the loss. But if I'm making $1,000 a month, or if I'm making $1,000 a month and the loss is $50, that changes things. Because what's going to happen there is that you more than a day of sales has to happen for you to recoup that loss. So generally, you don't want to take losses that would take you a long time to recoup, because you don't want to think it's just $50, it's just $20. It's 50 or $20 come from your business, whether you have $1 million somewhere else. That's not the point. If you're not generating enough money, don't take a big loss. And secondly, you could just cancel the order, right? I'll get into how to cancel the order in a second. So before we get into how to cancel the order, understand what will affect your business. So in cancellations and in these and offering offering like replacement and that type of stuff, you have the risk of getting bad feedback, and canceling because of out of stock is the other option, right? So let me just kind of talk about the feedback real quick. eBay has changed things. Whether you have 100% feedback or 70% feedback, which is highly likely, but let's say 95% feedback, that does not affect your seller standard or seller rating. All that is something people would see. So again, people don't generally. If you have over 90%, I have that wouldn't affect how people buy from you. So don't freak out. And you could still be a top rated seller, a top rated plus seller with 90%. So don't freak out. But what does affect your business, what does affect your eBay account, is when you cancel orders because of out of stock. When you tell a customer, listen, the item was out of stock, I'm canceling this order. This is simply unacceptable. And this should never happen. And I've said this a million times, but it should never happen. There's a way to cancel orders and not get hit with the out of stock thing, and we get into that right now. So how to cancel an order? So basically, what needs to happen is that when you cancel an order in eBay, you have to choose this. The buyer chose to cancel the order. Now the buyer needs to say, "I prefer to cancel the order," right? But you cannot tell them it's because they're out of stock. So what we do is we send them a script. The script is a lie. If you have a problem with lying to customers to save your business and to keep them happy, I am sorry, but this is what we do. Drop shipping is a war. When, let's say the US goes to war in wherever they went to war, there's certain rules of war that don't apply to regular life. You kill the enemy, you do all this crazy stuff, but when you're in the regular world, you don't just kill people you don't like. You don't walk around with guns. You don't drive a tank. So in war, there are certain rules of this dropshipping war, and these white lies that don't rob people and keep your business healthy and keep the customers happy, in my opinion, is okay. So let me read the script. So let's say an item sells at a higher price or item sells and is out of stock. This is what I do, right? I use the script, and a copy of the script is in the description. So, dear customer, dear Jason, we are sorry to inform you that the item you've ordered was found to be defective while preparing shipping. It seems that there was a problem with the shipment received, and we were forced to return the entire shipment to our distributor. At this time, we are unsure when we'll be receiving more of the item again. Therefore, to prevent you from waiting any longer, we have cancelled your order and have issued you a full refund. Please allow to. We truly apologize. Okay, so this is a script that we share in DSU. I would change this up a little bit, right? So what I would usually do is that section where you see, therefore, to prevent you from waiting any longer, we have canceled. I wouldn't go ahead and cancel it. I will say something like, therefore, you have the option of waiting 2 to 3 weeks for the new shipment to come in, which gives you more than enough time to cancel the order. Or we could issue a full refund. At this point, 95% of the customers are going to ask for a refund because they don't want to wait 2 or 3 weeks. And that allows you to cancel the order and make the full refund. Now, I just copied this script. I'll put the editor script in the description. But that is what we do to cancel orders. You cannot say it's out of stock. You cannot just cancel and say the customer asked to cancel it. You have to get them to respond and cancel. So in conclusion, don't freak out if you sell something that's too expensive. Don't freak out if you sell something that's out of stock. Your mother didn't die. There's a solution for this thing. Get the script to them, cancel the order, and keep it moving. A lot of people, me personally, I don't like to offer replacements. I don't like to get myself in, like, I don't want to tell them to wait because I don't like extra work. I like the easiest money possible, right? I don't want to have to wait to respond to this client 5, 6 times just to make $10, right? If it was $100 item, if it was like a water slide or a kid's play set or something, that's different. But for $10, $20, $30, I'm not going to chase any customers down. Hopefully this was helpful, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make that money, like the video, comment, ask questions. I'll make the video to respond. In the description, there's the link to join GST. I have an hour free training that you guys should take to learn all the basics of dropshipping on eBay. And there's a script, a copy of the script that you use. So have a good time, guys. Make that money, love and be loved, and hopefully that's helpful for you guys today.